The lettuce this year have done amazingly. Now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 in here and a couple over there in the smaller pots. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull them up now and basically take off all of the dead leaves and the ones that are, well, religious, the holy ones. You don't have to laugh, that's fine. But basically removing the dead that we do not need and then taking them out of the troughs because, well, I kind of want the troughs for something else and I can't do that thing without doing this first, so let's get into it. Now I've got this baking tray and what I'm going to do is basically, let's pivot the camera, I'm going to take these, the lettuce and just pull them up and then pop them on the tray so I can carry them easily inside. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab the secateurs and cut at the bottom there just to show that everything is intact. But look at that, what a beautiful lettuce. Now I have decided that I'm going to be having a lot of salads over the next week or so, so yeah, it's just going to give it a little shake actually because there was a little spider in there. Get that off. Yeah, it looks like there could be some sort of bug living in that leaf there because it looks very veiny, like almost like a leaf miner or something like that is living in it. Now I'm just going to quickly go through these just to make sure there's nothing living inside that needs dealing with outside. No, I think we're all good, so I'm just going to pop that on the tray just like that. Let's grab the next one. Just going to pull it up slightly. Oh, here we go. It might actually, no, I'm just going to snip it there. And here's the next one. Again, looks beautiful. So just going to get rid of that leaf there because as you can see it's not looking great. Now that one does have a hole in it, but it's not too bad. There was a green fly on there. Now these look pretty good, to be fair. Little spider living in that one. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the leaves off inside the container just because it's easier to rip them off there. And I'm going to get behind there and just start to ease it up. Now, I haven't watered this in a couple of days on purpose, knowing that I was going to pull this up. Here we go. So I thought it might be easier if it were dry. But again, these look amazing. I've just found the label actually. It does say that these were the little gem lettuce. So they've got to a reasonable size. And just the same again with this one. Actually, let's just take the tag out. Yeah, so gem lettuce. I did this on the 12th of April. And we're now at the very end of May, beginning of June. It's the 1st of June tomorrow, just to give you reference of when this was done. There we go, look at that. Just take off some of the dead. But they look like they're in really good condition. Like even that one, I'm going to leave that one on, just because it's not that bad. And then when I go to cut it, I'll just cut it probably about there. But there we go. I've got a tray full of lettuce. Look at that on the table. Now actually what I'm thinking is I might as well leave these ones in the pots until I need them, because there's no point in basically cutting all of them out of the pots for them to start wilting later on. That's the whole point of fresh produce at the end of the day, isn't it? So I'm going to get through these in the next day or so. It won't take long because they're not overly big, and I get through lettuce very quickly. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to leave these ones in the pots for a few more days, and then we'll get those when I need them. I feel like the lettuce didn't take that long at all, so what I've got to do now is tie these up. Now, back along, these did have a disease, my tomato plants, and it was a bit of a shame really when I found out that they were not doing too well. So they're actually now doing pretty well, and because they're growing bigger, I've got to tie them up. So I've got these Velcro strips. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to weave them inside, if I can, just like that, and then tie it ever so slightly to the pole, just like that. There we go. And what's really exciting to see is that the trusses are now starting to remove themselves, and they're turning into little tomatoes already. That's fantastic. I'm just going to do the same up here. So it's just bringing them in slightly. Oh, I might need a third one. So these are really good little Velcro strips. If you just tear one off, just like that, and then you thread it through the little hole provided at the top, and Velcro it back on, just like that. And that is as strong as anything. And I'm just going to go around the whole plant, and then back round, and then loop it through, pulling it ever so gently. And that is really loosely on there, but I know it's enough for it to not restrict the plant, as it were, and it can do its thing. I just need a couple more just to do this one on the end. I could probably tow a car with that. You couldn't. Don't do that. You know, it's like you say one thing and then someone tries it and then they try and blame you. Well, there's a blame, there's a claim. Carol Vorderman doesn't say these things for nothing, you know. Right, and then that's it's the 3 tomato plants tied up. I've just got this one at the end to do. This is my cherry tomato, and it's doing really well as well. I might even be able to use one. Yeah, one will be enough. And just pull that gently. And there we have it. That's all of those ones done. That's what they say in the trade as another job jobbed. Whilst filming, I never have anywhere to put the tripod, so I just get a little close up by hand, but you can see all of the flowers are now starting to basically fall off. And if we look down here, hello, we've only got some tomatoes and in there as well, which is fantastic. And these little flowers are nearly done, which is good. And if we look on the cherry tomato, hello, what we got here? Look at that. And this year as well, the lavender has done really well. It's fantastic. So many great things happening, and I couldn't be happier at the moment, especially with how things are progressing, and also the tomatoes as well, where they were really struggling not too long ago. It must have been maybe 2 weeks ago that they got the disease. I picked off all of the diseased leaves, and it seems to be doing okay now. So, you know, what I thought was going to be a disaster, everything's turned out okay. So fantastic. So I'm going to wrap this one up and see you in the next one, where we'll be doing, what shall we do? Where we'll be doing the peas. So see you over there.